Welcome back, guys, to Triangle Strategy, where last episode our securing of the drawbridge continued as we awaited the boat meant to ferry us away from Whitehome Castle and its Aesfrostian occupiers. Managing to clear out our foes as General Evlora arrived, Sir Maxwell stayed behind to face her, defeating the troops around her but being defeated as Evlora revealed her true strength, being cast into the waters below as blood rose to its surface. Chapter 7, Part 1, A Soul Upon the Scales then began, with us heading to the encampment to upgrade, with a promotion now available. But first we take on the mock battle, Close Quarters Combat.
I was hoping a tutorial might come about promotion. But it doesn't seem like we get big stat gains, so it's more about the skills. Maybe there's some hidden stuff behind it as well. Okay, let's let everyone beat you up horribly. What is my function? To take damage. And lots of it, I'm afraid. Okay, I'll just end turn there to let them get position. Well, ideally, I'd want to finish off that guy.
The battle is ours.
I'm like slightly out of range for everything. Unless I want to go in on that guy. But then I kind of ruin a lot of the other stuff that I'd like to do, you know? Fortunately, there's no random ability I can do to get her level up. It's there. So we already know the caster's used all its TP, by the way. So I don't have to worry about the caster's TP.
Let us pry out their weakness.
For a fair bit of time.
Preparation is key.
So let's see about the experience scaling. Yikes.
From where shall we strike?
It's been made so you can really get it up fast. This guy's super delayed now.
I struck true.
Don't worry, we're sending Sereno far forward because he can actually take a hit. Delaying thrust?
I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
Nice strategy, man. I'm impressed.
It worked!
Kind of face the other way, then. A fiery arrow.
Shall we begin?
Okay, who's taking the most damage? I would love her to level up if she's getting what she's getting.
Allow me.
Thank you.
I'll take it from here.
Okay, so what do we want to do with you?
This is far from over.
I feel better than ever.
Gonna buff this kiddo a bit more.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Hopefully everything kind of gathers up enemy-wise in a bit. Turns this guy on now, 20, yeah, I was gonna say. It's always clear skies, I'm worried when it won't be. Oh man!
Come at me.
Right, so there's like an option for a really big provoke here.
Come and get me.
Interesting how I got like the entirety of the right side. Eridor's leveled up. Yeah, this guy's doomed.
This is it!
You're wide open!
Just realized I've left the kiddo wide open too.
Here I come.
The healer and the battle mage, they've already gone though.
You'll get no mercy from us.
Let's make sure I definitely get the hit. That's a spoil all the way in the back.
I see a path to victory.
There's some really good groupings of enemies at this point, isn't there?
Stay composed.
Splendid.
So again, another 26 experience.
I'll show you what I can do.
How are they grouped? That guy's next. Oh, wait a second. Icy Breath is the de facto better choice here, surely.
Don't be afraid.
They really don't like you. They're getting experience as well.
Heal your wounds.
Can I cure you from there? No. That would have been too ideal, I feel.
Allow me. Thank you.
I'll take it from here.
Okay. It's not going for a while.
We can do this.
Delightful.
There's still big groups of guys
will
together
follow
like
you
that,
faithfully
so I
to the
guess
end.
I've got to do this.
I dodged.
Good dodge enough.
I fight for peace.
I look at what's the best positioning for this Scorch to come in here, but like everything falls a little bit too far down unless I go up a lot further.
With the powers in me.
It's too good of a group not to attack. Ah, here's a question.
From where shall we strike?
I mean, obviously I should
I'll make
attack you.
this quick. To lead, I must grow.
Sereno is level 10.
I'll take you on!
So you're definitely going for me. I can't somehow get there. That's a shame.
Time to die!
We're running out of enemies.
I won't lose.
Just realized I can actually get an attack before I move.
Yeah.
Here I come.
Do I want to quiet us or not? There's very few enemies alive still.
Try this.
What have we here?
So it might be a couple more at level 10. But it's not. Oh, there's another thing appeared. They're everywhere.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather. It's not over yet.
I can't get them if I wanted to.
My thanks.
Yeah, these metal mob battles are a lot faster than that first battle
Let us
suggested.
try out their weakness.
Only I could do a little bit more damage.
Just as I
Too
planned.
slow.
Oh, no, I did. Because pursuit stance, I guess. Don't tell me the archer's the one that drops items.
Let me heal your wounds. Your wounds are healed.
I don't want to do too much damage.
You
Kind of
have
got to
my
look steer
gratitude.
clear while I grab the stuff now.
I'll take it from here.
Ideally I should attack. No attack. You won't kill him after all. But because you're level 7, you get the big bump of
I will
experience. You're
end
level
this.
9 now. Blazing chains will kill him. So I can't do that.
I shall protect you.
Defeat is not an option.
Everything's doomed for this guy now.
Charge!
We are ready to go. Spoilin' gettin'.
I've been waiting for this.
And those two can finish the job. Why not?
Come on! Now's my chance.
There's definitely more experience I could get.
KOTP plus.
We triggered it. No problem. Metamod battle complete. 9 kudos, 2,750 in cash, a little bit of materials. I'll take it. So. Another tick. More convictions being strengthened. See, this is the bonus to doing this as well. Kudos and conviction. If that is how you get people recruited, then it's likely to get us some extra recruits faster than you'd expect. Which I'm all for. I have to say. Chouette can be leveled up. Accuracy, physical defense, luck. I think for a bow person, accuracy is pretty good, so I'm going to level up Chouette's bow a little bit more. And then apart from that, should I buy some more, like, the rings and stuff? I am going to buy at least one. Usually you want to... Well, it's either to cover weakness or enhance a weakness, isn't it? Giving him a bit more magic defense so he can tank a bit better against all kinds of things might not be terrible. Right then. That should be all we need to do in here. We can now also promote 2 people. Sarah Noah can be promoted. Is there like a... Oh. I wonder if they've like done something like a, you know, War Chronicle tutorials? Promotion. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Every unit has a class, and each class divided in ranks. Yeah. Is there anything it said about? It just says it will increase both the stats and maximum TP and unlock new acquirable abilities. It doesn't say anything about stat gains via level, and we haven't really seen what's going on with stat gains via level either. Well, I'll save now, just in case I make a super dumb. I'd have to wind back quite a lot. To figure that stuff out. Am I being super dumb? Luck +1, magic attack +1, and strength +1. Sweeping slash will be learned as well. Deal physical damage to all enemies within range. So I guess if you're surrounded, big damage. He's got a cape now!
I would not be here without my allies.
Learn the ability Sweeping Slash. Okay, the experience stayed the same, the level stayed the same. So I have an assumption that no matter what, like, we don't miss anything out in terms of gains. which is probably a way nicer way to do things. But that is our only one thing to improve at that point. So in the future, he'll have stuff like shielding stance, which I'm guessing he can just be in the midst of everything and just defend for a bit. Wondering what strength in numbers is in the future. We'll have to find out. Our first promotion. There we go. Do you know what? I was kind of expecting something else to happen on the map now because it did that. Right, onwards with our story. Back to Whiteholm Castle. The Aesfrosti Archduke enters Whiteholm Castle, the seat of power in Glenbrook, and lays claim to the throne. I thought he did that.
Your most honorable siblings, Lord Thalas and Lady Erica, have arrived, my lord.
Thank you for the escort. You may go now.
If there is anything else that you require, anything at all, you need but say the word.
In that case, I would have a bottle of the realm's finest wine and a serving of fresh fruit delivered to my quarters.
But of course, milady, I shall have the servants fetch it at once.
Ever eager to please, isn't he?
I believe the word you're looking for is sycophant. Congratulations on bringing Glenbrook to its knees, brother. It's a thing of beauty, what you've accomplished. I trust you're already seeing to that fuss outside the castle walls?
Of course.
The other domains are putting up little in the way of resistance. Lord Telior trembles in his seat within the stronghold, and Lord Fawkes was oblivious to what was happening until it was far too late.
How easily the three high houses of Glenbrook break under your iron boot, brother.
Wolfort is the last to hold out, but Avlora will deal with them. Prince Roland will be in our hands before long.
Speaking of royalty, brother, I would have thought Cordelia would be dead or rotting in jail. Yet here she sits on the throne. She looks less a vanquished princess and more a queen.
That is precisely what I would have her be.
Whatever do you mean?
Once things have calmed, I shall assume guardianship over her and have her crowned. A few days hence, Regna will be executed. I've already informed Patriat as much.
So the wise and benevolent King Regna meets his end at last.
Father!
Not even being married off, in a sense. Pure puppet government.
Please, can someone explain? What are we gonna do? Excuse me. Can you tell me what's happening?
Did I hear him wrong? I don't.
What has been said?
Subjects of Glenbrook, I am Gustadolf, Archduke and High Commander of the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost. Hear my words. The sins King Regna has committed against us, and against you, his own people, are grievous indeed.
What has he done to us? What did he say? I don't believe it.
3 decades have passed since the end of the war. In the years since, we have all done what we can to rebuild our nations. The opening of the Grand Norzelian mines was to be the dawn of a new age. An age where our 3 nations would work together for the peace and prosperity of all. But King Regna spat in the face of that glorious dream. As our engineers worked tirelessly to put success within reach, your King Regna schemed in the shadows to seize control of the mine for his own profit. And when Dragan Aesfrost, my dear cousin, and the man tasked with overseeing the mine's operations, became aware of this plot, King Regna had him assassinated in cold blood. In doing so, he betrayed not only my own nation, and the holy state of Hyzante, but you as well. The very people who were to share in the wealth the mine would bring. And so we were left with no choice but to march on Whiteholm Castle and put an end to Regna's treachery by force. Our actions were born of a righteous duty to avenge Dragan's murder and this odious betrayal of this historic accord between our nations. What say you, King Regna? Do you deny these charges against you?
I do not. But I beg of you, spare my children.
Subjects of Glenbrook, your traitor king admits his guilt before you. The punishment for these crimes is death. Off with his head!
Roland, Cordelia, the future of our kingdom is in your hands now.
Just days after the fall of the Crown City, King Regna of Glenbrook is beheaded before his subjects. The death of this kind and benevolent monarch plunges the realm into confusion and chaos. With the king perishes an all too short-lived era of peace, and in its place, one of bloodshed and turmoil.
There are a billion side stories to view at this point in time after the beheading of the king. I guess we get to see a little bit of the fallout. It would be interesting to see how Hyzante sees this. I'm sure there isn't an order I'm supposed to do these in. But there's quite a few things around. Let's start with Hyzante and see where the news, or what news, has actually spread there. Considering our king admitted it, obviously to save his children, save his kingdom in a respect. Hopefully no one believes that, but I'm guessing people will. News of Glenbrook's fall reaches the citadel that stands in the far-off holy state of Hyzante, where a great battle of the Salt Iron War was fought so many years ago.
Minister Sorsley. What is it this time, Booker? We've just received word that Aesfrost has launched a surprise invasion of Glenbrook. Whiteholm burns as we speak. What's this? The Crown City has fallen. King Regna was beheaded, and it is said Crown Prince Franny also perished in the fray. Prince Roland has fled to the domain of House Wolfort, with the Grand Duchy's army in close pursuit.
Goddess forbid. What could the Archduke be plotting? And what did the others think of the matter?
At any rate, I must speak with the Hierophant at once.
Minister, if I may assuage you, I propose that perhaps this situation may yet play to House N's benefit.
Our benefit, you say? Indeed. Indeed, you may have the right of it. My dear Booker, whatever would House N do without you?
Send a bird to the palace. Tell them that the Holy One's faithful servant Sorsley would humbly beg an audience.
At once, Master.
Okay. Silly named guy, Sorsley End, which I can't help thinking he's got a sword bottom all the time. It's going to make this work to his advantage. Who would have thought? Let's continue with scoundrels then. Minister Petelet, advisor of the king, conducts a covert investigation of the Crown City under pretense of a routine inspection. But to what end? What is going on here then?
It would seem things have calmed outside the castle walls.
What is to become of us now? Word has it the King's Guard's been slaughtered to the last man. We must flee while we have our lives.
If they meant to kill ordinary folk like us, wouldn't they have done so already? Even as frosty dogs have some honor then. Who'd have thought? Anyway, there's no point fighting. What'll be, will be.
Our people seem less resentful of Aesfrost than I would have expected. No doubt due to the Archduke's decision to focus their attack on the castle and leave the town itself unscathed. So the common folk won't be a problem. That just leaves the matter of the royal family. His Grace and the Crown Prince have been dealt with, and Princess Cordelia has been brought to heel. Prince Roland is the only one unaccounted for, but the men I arranged for hunt him down as we speak. Word has it there's also a sizable bounty on his head. No, he'll not last long. I knew Gustadolf to be a shrewd man, but his attention to detail is nothing short of astonishing. I have seen all I would. Let us return.
I see Patriot was not overlooking patriots in that sense. To be honest, the fact that they brought no death to civilians has helped them a hell of a lot. Right then, Lord Silvio Tellior, head of one of Glenbrook's 3 high houses, ponders what the future holds for his domain.
Whatever is House Tellior to do? With King Regna gone, we must find a way to preserve ourselves. Landroy, that proud fool, will no doubt fight till the bitter end. But House Fawkes alone is no match for the Grand Duchy. Yet if House Wolfort were to fight at their side... They say Prince Roland is in Wolfort's charge. If this is true, there's a good chance they will join the fray. Or will they? The Wolforts may choose to ransom the prince to Aesfrost in return for amnesty for their own domain. If it comes to that, Aesfrost will either kill the prince and princess, or use them as their pawns, and Glenbrook will fall. Bending the knee to Aesfrost may be our only hope if we are to live to see tomorrow.
I think that's called pragmatism. To be honest, yes, he's not straight up for defend his kingdom, etc. He's just thinking what to do to help his house, help his people, help himself. I don't mind the survivalist perspective. It might not be exactly what you want to hear, like, yes, let's all band together and go to war and take back our country, etc. But it's not like it's out of pure malice, is it? You can hear it. It's not out of that. It's just out of a thing of, like, preventing further bloodshed, etc. It looks to me like he'll join if pushed. So he's on our side-ish. But yes, he would need to be shown evidence that we can win. Lord Landry Folks, King Regna's loyal bannerman since the days of the Saltiron War, receives the news of his liege's grim fate.
Your Majesty, House Folks has failed you. I have failed you. High House, damn it all! When you needed us most, we were not there to answer the call. How did we not see what they were plotting? How did we not know to go to your aid? But no. Cursing our fate will not bring you back to us. We must focus our efforts on the one who might yet save Glenbrook from downfall. We must protect Prince Roland with our lives.
Gather your bannermen, then. March for House Wolfort. Because if that general that was way better than Sir Maxwell is coming, I might need some help. I don't know if numbers could overturn that. She's got like a 4-way attack. Yes, Sir Maxwell could take out all the goons, but Sir Maxwell is at the very least a very injured man, and at the very most, fish food at this point in time. So, having made their escape by boat, Selno and his retinue finally make their way back to the Wolfort domain. But what awaits them there? Ain't that the question?